Let's talk about the 4 approaches to affiliate marketing. The first approach is to drive traffic to an affiliate sales page directly. This is where you are trying to sell that person immediately so you can get a quick sale. The next thing is to drive traffic to a squeeze page or a landing page that's there to collect names and emails. The next way is to drive traffic and visitors to a product review website. And the fourth way is to drive traffic to a great piece of content where you retarget, which all that means is if somebody sees your content one time, their computer is cookied. So they're tracked around the internet. And you can go ahead and show them other content, whether it's a video or a blog post, etc. Let's discuss driving traffic to a sales page for 1 second. You basically create an ad on Facebook as an example, which sends visitors to the affiliate link directly. Then the page does the selling. Now, it's definitely important to track your metrics here and know your ROI, return on investment. Now, you might find some unicorn products out there that will automatically convert for you. Then it becomes a numbers game. If you can spend $50 promoting a product and you make $75, well, you just made a $25 profit, okay? That's not too bad for getting started. Anything above even breaking even, is a great start. But you need to know your numbers and when is enough enough. I mean, if you drive, let's say, $200 worth of traffic to a sales page that doesn't convert, well, that could be that the sales page doesn't convert, or it could be that your target audience in your ad is not the best audience. Maybe you didn't do research on the perfect potential buyer. So that's why you have to investigate this. And with affiliate marketing, it's almost like being a detective. A lot of the tools are given for you, and sometimes you can get profitable real quick. Other times it takes a little bit of investigative work. Now, if affiliates are making money, lots of money with one product, well, they're doing something that's very correct, obviously. Now, if they keep promoting it, well, there's money to be made. Just because you don't necessarily knock it out of the park your first time doesn't mean the whole product is a wash. Driving traffic to a squeeze page, or some people call this a landing page. In fact, when you signed up for this program right now, guess what? I drove traffic from my email list, from Facebook, and from other channels directly to this page right here. This is a squeeze page because it's geared to squeeze a name and email from you. So then I could either bring you directly to a webinar like what I did, I could bring you to a sales video, or I could bring you to an actual sales letter, right? Or any and all of the above. So this one is very simple. You can see with any simple squeeze page or landing page, you've got to have a strong, compelling title. This here resonated with my market at the perfect time, right? Because a lot of doctors are looking to generate additional revenue streams on top of their practice because they know having just one source is risky. That's why you're here right now, because it logically made sense to you. So that's one thing. And then from this page, I like to give an image. This could have been a video too that was on this page, but it's a nice clean image. And right here, I go into more details, more benefits of what's in it for that person to opt in to watch this video. The top 5 ways to create multiple streams of income. I didn't tell you the top 5 ways because I wanted you to opt in so I could show you, creating more curiosity. And I also talked about that no one in the profession is teaching this multi-layered approach in how to start a highly profitable business, which mistakes not to make. So, these are all very, very compelling bullet points that make you say, something, I'd like to get the information. And if I tell you right now, this page converted at about 62% to my email list, which means that out of 100 people that hit this page from my email list, 62 entered their name and email to see the information. That's a really good squeeze page. From Facebook, this page is converting at about 33%. somewhere in that neck of the woods. And that is awesome from cold traffic. That is really good from cold traffic. If you can get at least a 10% conversion from, let's say, Facebook advertising or another channel that people that don't know you, that's doable for sure. And you can certainly make those numbers work. And then what do they have to do? They have to click this, watch the video for free. Once they click this, an opt-in box opens up. Let me know your name and email so you can grab the information. That's how I build a strategic list. You can use this strategy even if you, for me, I have an online course. The Internet Income Club is an online course. But if you're an affiliate and you haven't built an online course, why do you think it's smart to do this? Well, let's say you're in the paleo niche and you want to go ahead and sell recipes later on down the road, or you want to be a personality in the paleo niche. Well, if you start building your list right now, even if it's just promoting other people's stuff, you have a list that you're going to get to know, like, and trust you. And once they know, like, and trust you, they're going to eventually buy from you. That's a really powerful thing. So if you want to plant roots deep in an industry, you want to start building a list. This is a very, very smart approach. And quite simply, you create an ad on Facebook as an example, which sends visitors to a squeeze page for something of value, a report, a video in exchange for a name and email. This is exactly what I did to you. I practice what I preach. Then after the prospect opts in, the sales page or the sales video does the selling. It's important to track your metrics here and know your return on investment, just like anything else. Driving traffic to a product review website. I'm sure you've seen so many of these online, from product reviews on YouTube to actual on Google when you're looking for, let's say, Canon camera reviews. You've seen so many of these, but you might not have known that 90%, maybe more, of those websites are affiliate websites, right? Somebody's making money promoting these review websites, and it's a very smart play because they're consumer oriented. Who doesn't want to review different products and have the best information before they purchase? I do it all the time. Maybe you as well. So rather than thinking from a consumer mindset, think of it now from a way to add value as an affiliate marketer, and or give people what they want and do the comparison, do the heavy lifting for them, right? Now this is simply where you create a YouTube video demonstration as an example, or a video ad on Facebook which could demonstrate the product, and this could send visitors to a website, your review website, for further review. All product links on that site are affiliate links, and the Facebook pixel is installed. This is important because once the Facebook pixel is installed, it's like a little piece of code that tracks people, very similar to, let's say, Amazon. If you've ever been on Amazon and you're shopping for, let's say, a pair of shoes, maybe in a day or 2 days, you're visiting a news website, Fox News, CNN, CNBC, and all of a sudden, you see those exact same pair of shoes. Do you think that's an accident? No, it's not. It's called retargeting. Your computer has been cookied. And then from there, they can send you a reminder about those shoes. Or they can send you other details, product reviews about the shoes, or testimonials, or other things that are related. So eventually, you get closer to threshold and you buy those shoes. Just like the other ones, it's important to track your metrics and know your return on investment. And the last one, driving traffic to content where the prospect can be retargeted. This could be a written blog post or video. The content should be amazing. You could write this, or you could have somebody just write an incredible piece of content that's the best in the market for whatever you're trying to review, or you're trying to give a great article on something. But you want to ultimately give that person the result they're seeking, get them closer to what they want. Then you could run Facebook ads to this blog post where you've installed your Facebook pixel already, because you know if that Facebook pixel is installed, you're going to be able to retarget them. And I'll go over this in a video. Then we retarget people that have visited the page with other great content, testimonial, squeeze pages to try to get their name and email, a purchase page, etc. And of course, you want to track your metrics. Know your numbers, know your numbers. This is big deal because what we can measure, we can improve. And, I always say there's no right or wrong in terms of what you spend to promote an affiliate product at all, right? But the goal is to break even first. And if you can break even or even make a little money online, you can make a lot of money. 90% of everyone that gets into affiliate marketing, or whether it's selling on Amazon or, you know, whatever it is, they don't even break even. And you know why this is, quite honestly? It's because they don't give it an honest effort. And I've worked with so many over the years to know that sometimes people have the best of intentions, but they really don't put their heart and soul into this, or even at least give it an honest effort. They try it for a week or two and they say, "Oh, this doesn't work, I'm done," and they get out. That's why most people fail, right? But you're in this community right now. You're surrounded by winners, people that are making it happen already, that have created 6, 7, 8-figure businesses, and you're with other like-minded entrepreneurs and doctors that are committed to the process. My suggestion to you is your goal should be to break even first, because that's a monumental stepping stone. If you spend $50 in ads and you make a $50 commission, for example, well, hey, don't be disappointed. You did something 90% of people will never do. You made your sale. Now, let's say you're paying $1 per click for the ads. Well, you spent $50, you got 50 clicks, and you made a sale. It stands to reason if you can reduce that cost per click by 50 cents, you could be in the black, right? You can make some money. So then the process becomes, how can I create different variations of my ad to where I can lower my cost per click so I can increase my profits? This isn't rocket science, but I'm telling you, when you break even, especially when you get that first sale, your world is going to be totally opened. It's going to be an exciting feeling, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. Okay, using ClickBank as an example again, let's say I wanted to just drive traffic and test out bringing visitors directly to a sales page to see how that converted. And I just went on here in the fitness category, fitness and health, and searched by gravity, and I said, okay, well, hey, this product here is a 532 gravity. That means this might be, I'm sure it's one of the top products on ClickBank in general. So if you recall from the previous video, the first thing we need to do is we need to get our hop link, click the promote button, enter our account name, get the hop link, and then once we have the hop link, we can then forward and mask it like I taught you how to do, using either a pretty link or an entirely separate domain. And then if you look, we can go to the page itself. What are we going to see? This is a sales video. And this sales video doesn't have written copy underneath. Okay, it's actually a supplement that does have testimonials, answers frequently asked questions. Okay, this is a very simple scientific references. All of these things, just an FYI, trigger that buying mind, the science. It's a legit product. Testimonials, giving people options of, what is this, a good, better, best? Basic, best, popular. That's a psychological play to answering commonly asked questions. This is a very simple sales page. Now, I haven't actually watched this video, but if we look at the title, bam, this grabs your attention immediately. Here's how I saved my wife's life with a 5-second hack that kills food cravings and melts 62 pounds of raw fat. Now, I can tell you on Facebook, for instance, you wouldn't be able to promote this page directly on Facebook because of the verbiage that's used about melting fat, 62 pounds. This almost sounds like a lose weight quick thing. And while it might be very true, there are tons of other ad networks out there that this may work on. And this company, they might have an affiliate page like you see in ClickBank that they suggest all the different ad networks aside from Facebook. So again, while I use Facebook or YouTube or whatever other ad platform in this module, realize there are so many other ones out there. And you could go right now on Google, for instance, and type in ad networks, and then you will pull up a bunch of different advertising networks. If you go to, let's say, what are the best ad networks? All of these things have different, the different reasons and why you would use them. But I'm not trying to complicate things for you at this stage. I just want to let you know that with some networks, you're not going to be able to promote certain types of products. Like Facebook in general, just they can't stand weight loss. But if you pushed traffic to a review website, that's a totally different story. You just can't make any sensational claims, etc. So this is something to actually, if I was going to look into this niche, I would watch this video, might even get it transcribed, and really absorb how they are creating this buyer urgency on this page, or what are they doing to influence the buying decision. So that is one example, driving into a sales page. This was another ClickBank product that I found right here. And this is for paleo lifestyle enthusiasts. Bam! Calling out your ideal audience right at the top, having trouble sticking with the paleo diet, and then this is a simple sales letter that goes down and sells a program, whatever that program is. And I found this on ClickBank as well. Here's another one. Wood Profits. How to launch your own woodworking business for under $1,000 and make $90,000 to $150,000 a year. When I just saw this page recently, I originally thought of my dad, God rest his soul. He loved woodworking. He was great at it, and he made a little bit of money, but he worked in a steel mill for 30 plus years. That's what he did to put food on the table for us. But this was something that he was passionate about, and maybe people that are passionate about woodworking that might find value in something like this to make additional income. So I'm telling you, any niche that you can think of, there's going to be a sales letter and an affiliate product or program for. I love what Gary Halbert says, and I talk about this in my book. He says, you are one sales letter from being rich. And it's absolutely true. You can help a lot of people, and you can ultimately make good money. So that's another example of, if we're just going to maybe try to drive traffic straight from Facebook to a sales page. Moving on to driving traffic to squeeze pages. This is an example that I showed you earlier about the headline, the bullet points that basically tell you what's in it for me, and then here's your opportunity to opt in to learn the top 5 ways. You're here because you followed this sequence all the way through, and this just happens to be my product, but if it wasn't, if it was an affiliate product, well, at least you would be building a list in the event that that person didn't buy from that other company right now. You can still educate them and nourish the relationship with them, or show them more social proof, add more value to their lives, so eventually they feel comfortable in buying. Some of your sales come short term, but others come long term. And I'll give you an example from my own personal brand and business. Sometimes I will run promotions to my list that people have been on my list for 6 months, a year, and I find out that at least 40 to 50% of those that take me up on those promotions, they've been on my list for that long. So imagine if I wasn't building an email list. How many sales would I be missing out on? I mean, now as you start off, it's not going to be that much, maybe a couple $100 here and there. But as you do this for a while and you start to build a very, very large list, you're talking about tens of thousands of dollars, potentially a lot more revenue you could be missing out on by not having a list of people, a tribe where you've built that relationship. So if I sound very passionate about this, I tell you what, I am, because you know this. We don't control what Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Google do tomorrow. The only thing we control is our list, our communication. And I don't like to have other sources, other people hijack my list from me. It's like when Facebook a long time ago, when they decided they were just going to kill organic reach and free distribution, so you'd have to pay for ads to reach your followers. Well, I had already been building my list, but a lot of marketers, they were screwed because they were trying to build their fan bases only. And yeah, they generated 100,000 fans on Facebook, but guess what? Once the time came, they had to pay a lot of money to reach all those people, and they never built an email list. Don't fall into that trap. That's why I'm showing you this right now. Now, you can get examples of landing pages or squeeze pages. You probably see these all the time, but just pay attention now from a marketing perspective what they look like, and how it influences you to take action. And there are programs, for instance, third-party programs like Lead Pages is one of those. Lead Pages is an example of a place where if you just were going to become an affiliate and you wanted, let's say, regular lead page software, this would be a great idea for you, And just like uh, just like I was talking about, you want to build your list of followers so they know, like, and trust you. So you'll plant roots very, very deep and eventually maybe evolve them into other offers. If you go to my affiliate link, dcincome.com/blog/lead pages, you can grab a free trial there. And it's up to you, though. You have many options. And let's go to templates so I can show you this. If you can search by the highest converting templates of landing pages, also known as squeeze pages, you can see here these are great examples in many different niche. Let's just look at this one, preview this, and see what it says. Foolproof cocktail recipes that will impress your guests. Don't stress about your next gathering or break the bank buying top shelf. I've come up with simple cocktail recipes you can whip up in a hurry with what you already have at home. Well, hey, if you host parties quite a bit, this could be a great option for you for the specific niche. Okay, I like that. And let's look at another one. Highest converting. What about... Let's look at this one. A Hustler's Guide to the Galaxy, a step-by-step guide on getting what's in your dreams into reality where it belongs. Get the guide. Okay, this is a good example. Not exactly as specific that I would like, kind of vague there, but I think I get the idea. So you can get some great examples just from from lead pages, for instance. And as you're looking online, let's say you're again in the paleo niche and you do a quick search for paleo recipes, there are probably people on Google or even on Facebook or wherever that are offering free recipe guides or recipe books. All you have to do is enter your name and email and tell them where to send it, and they're probably doing it through some type of opt-in page. Next, let's look at review sites. So as we talked about earlier, you might have been on these websites, you just didn't know they were affiliates. Refrigerator Reviews 2020, that's what I put in on Google. And of course you see the ads first, but as you get down on the first pages here, let's click this 10 Best Refrigerators Reviews 2020, top rated fridges. Well, those are keywords. People are searching for refrigerator reviews. 10 best refrigerators to buy in 2020 according to kitchen appliance experts. They don't say who these experts are apparently, but that's a very, very clever title. So yeah, you can read this. It looks like a great site, a content-based website, and I'm sure I'm going to start seeing Facebook ads for fridges now because I would imagine they have a pixel on this website. Best overall refrigerator. Now, if I run my cursor over this, I just want to check and see where potentially it's coming from. This is a Best Buy link, and it wouldn't surprise me if all of these products were linked to Best Buy's affiliate program. And I'll show you, if you look down in the URL down there, you can see Best Buy as I run my cursor over it. So even though this looks like just a regular site, these are affiliate links. And on Best Buy, I don't recall off the top of my head what their commissions were, probably ranging anywhere from 0.5% to 2 to 3%, whatever it is. Well, if somebody buys a $3,000 refrigerator, it could be a decent affiliate commission, a few $100 or more. There you go. Very cleanly laid out. So that's an FYI. You can have somebody build a site for you on Fiverr, or you can go to Google right now and type in best affiliate WordPress themes, for instance. So if I go to Google, let's type in best affiliate marketing WordPress themes. You'll get some options here and maybe some examples, so you can certainly look through these just so you can get some ideas and figure out maybe one that you like. That's probably going to be more a review website. Here's another example: weight loss cream reviews. If you go on the first 5 pages of Google, I'm sure you will find some websites that are just reviewing classic and of course their affiliate products, eye skincare reviews, recipes, featured products. Let's look at these featured products, for instance. Nothing there, so this website might not be fully built out yet, but it still ranks relatively high. And let's see if we can find another one. Independent thoughts. Best fat burning creams. Okay, 10 best fat burning creams. Our top 10 picks for 2020. Now, if you look at these URLs, pros, cons, buy now, Amazon, this is linked to an Amazon product. Remember, Amazon has their own affiliate program, so that's linked to an Amazon product. This one probably too, I would imagine. Okay, there it is. Yeah, and these ones, these links up here, look like they link to deeper pages of the website, which I would imagine, oh, actually no, they link to the actual products down here, and yes, Amazon listing. So you can go to Fiverr to have somebody build you similar websites. You can go to Upwork to do the same thing, or you can find and choose in a WordPress theme on your own. That gives you an example of a review website that gives people pros and cons, lets them make up their own decision, but whatever option they choose, they're going to choose something that you get a commission of. Moving on to the last thing, which is driving traffic to a site and a great piece of content that you've put out. This could be a video, this could be a blog post like what you see here. This one I wrote a few years ago called The 12 Common Denominators of Internet Millionaires. And this is a great blog post. You know, I talk about they're crystal clear on what they want. They start an online business around their passion. They network with other internet millionaires. I give a lot of great information in this, but the Facebook Pixel is also installed on my website. So for instance, I can go ahead and use that and specifically come back around and target people that have viewed this particular page if I was eventually going to sell them something that related to creating income online, for example, which would be a perfect opportunity for this page. I would go ahead and show them testimonials from other clients. I would go ahead and move them closer and closer toward buying threshold, sharing other great content, maybe trying to get them on a list like the Internet Income Club and such. So this is something where if I could drive traffic from Facebook directly to a blog post, people read this and they get value. So naturally, I'm positioned as an asset in their eyes, which is how I like to start the relationship. If you always start on a good foot like that, people are always going to think the best of you, and they're eventually going to take you up on your recommendations. So this is a relatively simple way to do this, but it revolves around creating great content. And if you're not the best writer, you could hire somebody on Upwork to just write you an amazing content piece or keep articles coming consistently. And one of my favorite strategies is to go to a network like BuzzSumo, and this is where you can find content that performs the best. And you could literally type in, let's say, paleo, and I can be specific with paleo recipes as well, but it pulls back the blogs and the content that has the highest amount of shares. This tells you what's popular in the space, and you can go ahead and see what would be a great option to potentially write a blog post that's similar and to just improve upon it, or have somebody else, a ghostwriter, do it for you. Our goal is to be a valuable resource in the eyes of a person, and if you lead with great content, you can't go wrong. So hopefully you enjoyed the strategies in this video and the 4 different ways that you can become an affiliate. I'll see you on the next training.